Hey everybody, Alexandra here, and the Christmas countdown has definitely begun. We are now less than 2 weeks before Christmas, and it's going by so fast, and I'm so excited because today's video, we are going to be unboxing the new Jouer mystery box, and I think this was actually called their Mystery Matchbox. So as you guys can see, this literally just got here. It is still completely sealed, like the FedEx man just brought it here. I was not even planning on getting this, I think, until like, I don't even know, Friday or Saturday. I just bought this the other day. I just found out about it. They sent me a text. I think I told you guys on Instagram and Twitter, and I purchased one. I think they had 3 different levels. I did purchase the largest one, but here's what the awesome thing was. I got to use a 15% off discount code that I had gotten from previously from Jouer. So I only think I paid like $50 something for this box. I'll put it up here for you guys. So if you guys are ready, let's see if I could get it open. Oh my gosh, that was incredibly difficult. Okay, are you ready? Voila! Ooh, look! There's like a cute little, look at that. That is adorable. You guys know how much I'm a sucker for packaging, so that right there, mass props. Oh, hey, here's my little doodad in here. So does it tell me what I paid on here? No, it does not. Oh, it's got a list of everything that should be in the bag here. So let's set that down and we'll look at it after we're done, because I don't want to know any spoilers. Oh, I think the only thing they did give you guys one spoiler for each of the boxes. So you did know one item you were going to get in the box for sure. But other than that, it's a mystery. All right, so when we unwrap it, there is this little thing right here. So it's a nice little bag. It's kind of like a cloth material bag, as you guys can see. Cheetah print, you guys know how I feel about the 90s cheetah print. And then of course it's got Jouer right there on the tag. So let's open her up and dig in. All right, so the first product here is the Jouer High Pigment Lip Gloss with Coconut Oil, which I am really excited to get this try, because I've only tried one Jouer product, which is actually their high coverage concealer, which I do have on right now, and I've been loving, you guys. I've been loving. So, but that's for another video. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Their packaging is just, I mean, it's just to die for. I don't know about what's up. You guys see, like, there's like a little indentation here. So I don't know if they like stack on top of each other or what the deal is there, but we'll give this a little swatchy swatch. Oh, okay. So when I read gloss, I thought it was gonna be like a clear kind of, or opaque, not opaque gloss, but that is very opaque. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I still love it though. The color is gorgeous. Of course, it's a color that I have a ton of, but I'm definitely interested to try out their formula, and I'm glad it's not a red. I'm glad it's not a red. I'm just happy it's not a red. All right, so this is the Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer Conditioning Lip Treatment. And I'll show you guys what the packaging looks like right there. So we're gonna open her up, and it's like a little tube here. So this is kind of really similar to, I think, like a lot of the lip scrubs and stuff that we've been getting. So let's squeeze some out, feel the consistency. Okay, so it's not a lip scrub. It's definitely like a lip treatment, exactly what it says. You know, I wasn't for sure if it was going to be like an overnight kind of thing or a scrubby kind of thing, but it's definitely a conditioning treatment, so really similar to like the Laneige lip treatments and things like that. So I'm definitely really happy to have that, because you can never ever have too many lip care products, you know what I'm saying? All right, so the next thing we have is a Jouer slim cream eyeliner, and I don't know what color it is in, so it's in matte brown. Okay, I'm not mad at it. At least it's not a black. We get a lot of blacks. So I do have a lot of browns too, but I've got way more blacks than browns. So, and again, I've never tried Jouer's eyeliners. So this is, so far, this is probably one of the best boxes I've received, because they're actually items that I'm going to be able to use. Ooh, yeah. And I don't have a brown like that. So that is a very, like very chocolatey, I mean, just brown there. see if I can put a little more on for you guys so you can kind of see. I mean, it's just gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So I'm really, really, really happy to have this in my arsenal, and I'm excited to try it out and see, you know, how it applies and all of that. All right, so the next item, and this is actually also the last item, and this was what we did know there was a spoiler for. So this is a palette, and I've never tried, again, any of their palettes. So really interested to try this on, and we will be trying a lot of these products on here in just a second. So let's get this palette out. Ooh, that is very, very, very pretty. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I mean, and it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's pretty. It just looks very luxe. It feels luxe. I am excited. Okay, so it's a pretty, you know, it's a pretty neutral palette. I mean, let's be real here. You know, it's something that you definitely own 100 of. But, I mean, again, we don't know how their eyeshadows apply. So they could apply super pigmented. They could be, I don't know, something special. We don't know. We're going to find out here in just a second. So let me clear this desk off and we will do a try on. Okay, so I figured before we start trying on the palette, we'll go ahead and try out this lip treatment. That way we can give it a second to work while we're applying the eyeshadow palette, then we can wipe it off, and I can tell you guys what I think about that too. You know, thinking smarter, not harder, killing two birds with one stone. All right, so far that actually feels really good. It's not super thick, it's very thin, but it is very, very conditioning feeling. So I have a feeling that's gonna be some pretty good stuff. I mean, it feels good. It feels really good. All right, so there's not really, oh no, there are colors. They're listed here on the back. The first color we're going to get into is Desert. And it's just this, a lot of kick up there. It's just like kind of this, you know, neutral brown, a little bit darker than my skin tone kind of color. Again, this is not going to be a crazy exotic look by any means, because this is a pretty neutral palette for the most part. I mean, it's pretty neutral. There are a few warm tones in there, but for the most part, it's pretty neutral. So I have to say, I'm not really liking how this is applying. It's just kind of patchy. It's very rough. Like, honestly, like, it's like the product itself is very rough. Like, I can actually like feel it's almost kind of gritty feeling in a way. It's weird. But like normally when I apply an eyeshadow, like I can't like feel like the scratchiness of the bristles or whatever, like, but that's what I feel when I'm applying this. So I know it's not my brush because, I mean, this is my Sigma E35. I've used this 100 times and 100 videos. So you know, it's definitely the palette. The other thing is it's almost applying patchy. I mean, it's not super patchy, but I can definitely see in certain areas, it's just really sticking. Now again, it might be the base that I used, because I did use the Air Ultra Eye Primer base. It is a smoothing base, but it does have a little bit of a grip to it. So you might just need a really smooth, oily base or a set powder base for this eyeshadow. It's very possible. So, you know, I don't want to like say, okay, this is patchy, because it might be the base. But I'm just letting you guys know, with my base, I am seeing some patchier spots for sure. And it just feels very scratchy. It's weird. I've never felt this from an eyeshadow before. And I mean, I have hundreds of eyeshadows, hundreds upon hundreds of eyeshadows. This is definitely not going to be a favorite of mine. Okay, I'm going to try this lighter color here. What's this called? Fresco. And I'm going to try just buffing some of these edges out here and seeing how that works. And this is of course my Sigma E40 brush. So I mean, they're blending out pretty good. The edges are, but then again, this brush will really blend out anything. All right, let's try out one of these shimmer shades. So I always like to first try applying my shimmer shades with a brush, because then that way it tells me, you know, if it picks up with a brush. Sometimes, and a lot of times, even shimmer shades won't pick up with a brush at all. So, you know, we've been on both sides of the fence. So, but I always like to try with a brush first. So this is just a dry brush. This is my Sigma E25. So it looked like it grabbed a lot of product, but definitely a lot of fallout there. So, ooh, oh my gosh, that's almost like a MAC. Like, that's almost like a MAC shimmer. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like how MAC makeup is? Oh my God. Oh yeah. I mean, this is like the perfect going to look work. Like, you want the perfect neutral going to work look. This is it right here. Like, holy smokes. Yeah, okay, so shimmer is totally different. Very soft, definitely picked up on the brush, smooth on so nicely. I mean, it literally reminds me of like a MAC shadow, a MAC shimmer shadow, I should say. Not their, you know. Oh, wow. I mean, just effortlessly. Okay, so after playing with this for a minute and just kind of like fooling around and laying some colors down on top of some colors, I will retract my statement about this being like a MAC shimmer. So it is very similar, and when you apply it, you're like, amazing, oh my God, this is like a MAC, oh my God, you guys saw, right? But after it sits for a minute, and I'll just show you guys right here, it definitely sinks into a lot of creases, which some shimmer formulas do this, some don't. The amazing ones don't, the everyday ones do. This is definitely an everyday one. It's not sinking in as bad as it could be. It's not like a wet shimmer. Like, some of those more wet shimmers really sink down into the creases and stuff, but it's very powdery. It's it's a very powdery shimmer, and it is definitely sinking into everything. So if you have a lot of wrinkles and creasing on your eyes, I wouldn't recommend this palette. Not at all. Not in the least. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous palette, and I love the colors on it, and they just go together, and they really flow very, very well. But again, they are definitely very, very, very powdery, and some of the mattes feel almost scratchy feeling. It's weird. It's like they're so powdery, they feel scratchy. And I'm just going to show you guys where I have dug into the palette here, and then on this one right here, so you guys can see those like little divot marks. So, and this is just after a long time of doing this, I can tell when eyeshadows do that, they're gonna have that scratchy feeling. And I didn't notice it because I had the palette down, you know, here, and I was like, you know, applying. But yeah, it's a more scratchy formula. That's really the best word that I can use to describe it. And I'm having a really hard time describing this to you guys because it's unlike really anything I've ever used before, but not in a good way. So, I mean, it's, again, absolutely gorgeous, and I, you know, not mad at it. I'm definitely going to keep it, and definitely going to play with it some more and see if I can get it to work better with maybe some different primers and things like that. But with a kind of stickier base primer, no. All right, you guys, so I'm really curious to try out this eyeliner. So I have it right here, and I'm just gonna first try to apply it to my waterline just to kind of, because for me, that's how you can really tell if an eyeliner is any good. It's like how well it applies to your waterline. All right, so as far as the Jouer Soft Matte Eyeliner, not really a fan. Now, it could be that it's just this eyeliner, maybe it's old, or maybe, you know, it's still cold from it being shipped here. I did try to warm it up on the back of my hand as I was trying to apply it, but it just didn't seem to help. So it did apply onto my waterline very, very easily, which I absolutely loved. But on my actual lower lash line, I did have some problems. It did really pull and tug a lot, and it was just really hard and waxy, and it was just really, really hard to get started. So maybe I just need to melt the tip a little bit, you know, heat it up, or just let it sit in my makeup room and get to room temperature. I don't know, but I did want to just throw that out there. So I did finish it up and clean up the rest of it with the Dose of Colors Dark Roast Eyeliner, which I absolutely love, and it was kind of close. It was pretty close to this color, the soft matte brown. And then I also took a little bit of dark chocolate from the Jouer palette and just a little thin brush here, and I smoked out the rest of my lower lash line. So that's how I fixed that up for you guys. All right, so let's go on to the actual lip gloss and give this a go and see how it applies. I did already wipe off the actual lip conditioning treatment to give this a really fair shot. So here we go. It smells kind of chocolatey, like, but not like a chocolate, like a fake chocolate. Man, what is that? I got it. Chocolate eclairs. You know what chocolate eclairs taste like or smell like when you bite into them? That's what this smells like. A chocolate eclair. Literally. That's what this smells like. So that does feel really, really good on the lips though. Like really good. My lips feel amazing right now. All right, so let's talk final thoughts and review of this box. All right, so this is kind of a little bit of a tough one here. So all in all, for what I spent for this box, I got 4 makeup products and 1 makeup bag. Now, I could do without the bag. Everybody's doing the bags. We all got thousands and thousands of bags, and I don't feel like this is any different than really anything you would get from Ipsy. It is a little thicker, but I'm not a big fan of like these cloth. I mean, this is just like that cloth material bag. I really don't like the feel of it, so not a fan of that at all. However, as far as the makeup products go, I feel like you're getting definitely your bang for your buck, because, you know, the thing is, these are not drugstore products. These are Sephora products. These are Sephora priced products. So for what you would pay for these products individually, absolutely, it is definitely worth it. Now, I also want to say that the lip treatment was amazing. The lip gloss, very, very amazing. Not really what I would call a lip gloss per se, but it was absolutely amazing. I love it. It feels amazing on my lips right now, you guys. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. I went outside the lines a little bit, but other than that, it looks amazing. It feels amazing. I mean, it is very, very high gloss. It is opaque. It's going to cover everything, and it smells delicious, just absolutely delicious. Now, as far as the eyeliner goes, again, it did go on my waterline really well. So it could just be the fact that this is cold and I just need to let it heat up to room temperature, and maybe I will love this. Maybe I just need to melt it a little bit with a lighter. I don't know. But I mean, it did go on to my waterline really well, which a lot of times, you know, even ones that I really love, like the Dose of Colors, I love this for my lower lash line, but it does not apply to my waterline very well. So, you know, maybe I got this one for my waterline, this one for my lower lash line. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it did apply to my waterline very well. So I definitely have to give it kudos there, and hopefully it just needs to warm up and it'll be an amazing product. I'm hoping, we're hoping. All right. Now, as far as the palette goes, okay. So I love the look that we came up with this palette. Absolutely love it. It is a gorgeous palette. It is a neutral palette though. It is very, very neutral. A few warm tones. I mean, you know, it's for the most part a neutrals palette. And I think that's even what it's called. No, it's the Matte and Shimmer palette. So Matte and Shimmer, Essential Matte and Shimmer Eyeshadow Palette. And I do feel like that's the perfect name for this because it literally is your essential basic colors, you know, your skin tones, your chocolate browns, your blacks, your smoky eyes, you know, your holiday looks. You got some glossy shimmer shades here. I definitely think it is appropriately named as an essentials palette because it is your basic essentials right here. Now, as far as how the product applied, now again, this could be the base that I use. I don't know, but I just felt like the mattes were a little bit scratchy and a little patchy. But after I really got them going on, and that's why I'm thinking it could be the base, because after I really started working them in, they applied fine. They looked so beautiful, the mattes did, and they just blended and melted into the skin. So if you are a beginner, this is definitely a good beginner palette because it's got everything you need and they do work very, very well together. And I mean, it was after I got it going, it was just effortless after that. But it was just that matter of getting it going. So I really think that this needs to be applied on like a set base, like where you put your concealer down on your eyelid and then you set it with a powder. I think this definitely is something that is going to have to be applied over top of that kind of base. But if you're using, you know, like Urban Decay Potion Primer or the Air Atelier or even a P. Louise base or anything sticky that gripping, you're definitely going to have some skipping and you're going to really have to work through that. So just to put that out there for you guys. But all in all, I'm really happy with this. I'm not mad at it at all. I know some people are going to comment and they're going to be like, well, you kind of didn't like this and you didn't like that, but I did, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at it. These are products that I am definitely going to use. I am going to use this. I am going to use the eyeliner. I might have to, you know, fiddle with it a little bit, but I am going to use it because it is an absolutely gorgeous color and it's a color that I don't own. I own colors similar to it, but not exactly. So I do like having a new shade, you know, it are things I'm going to use. This palette, I mean, this is like the perfect like work travel palette, you know, if you're going to work or if you got a business meeting or something somewhere, you just want something quick and easy and simple and just basic. Here you go, right here. That's exactly what that is. So I'm, again, really happy to have it. And I'm also really happy to have finally tried some Jouer products besides their concealer. So I kind of have a little bit better of a feel for what type of products they have and what I want to purchase and look at in the future and that kind of thing. So again, money well spent. I'm not mad at this at all. And if you guys ended up getting one of these, let me know what you thought about yours down below. If you didn't get one, are you glad that you didn't, or you wish you would have? Again, I'm definitely happy with my purchase. No regrets here. So I love you guys. And until next time, because we got a big video coming tomorrow. Big one. So don't miss out on it. All right. Love you guys. And I will see you then. Bye.